Well, well, well. Look what the cat dragged in. So, we're back. We got some more fake content here, although your boy has been not really keeping up his end of the bargain because I went on a little hiatus there. But we are back, and we do have two new banners to talk about today. So we have Remix Banner 1 with Plumeria, and then we got Remix Banner 2 with Legendary Dimitri here. So before we talk about these two banners, I just want to go ahead and take a look at the calendar real quick so we have a heads up on what's about to happen. Okay, so we take a look at the calendar here, and we can see when banners are going to be dropping this month. So on today, which is November 12th, we got the Legendary Remixes 1 and 2. On the horizon, we have an upcoming double Special Heroes banner on the 21st of this month. Now, that banner I predict may have Ivy on it, Summer Ivy, and it may also have the Summer Ymir as well. So two units that I really would like to get, and I'm going to have to save up my orbs for the upcoming double special banner because of that. We also have a new hero summoning event on 11/16. Now, this banner should be the end of book 7. What book are we on, actually? Are we on book 7 or book 8? I can't even remember. But the next new heroes summoning event should be the end of this current book that we're doing with Gulveig and all that stuff. So I'm expecting we may get some interesting new heroes on there, and there's a good potential for Ganglot to show, or not Ganglot, Ganungagap, the darkness itself, the killer of all lovely goat moms, should be showing up on that banner, and she has the arcane dagger. So if you're interested in that arcane dagger, then you may want to be saving up your orbs for that new hero summoning event. And we're also going to be, of course, getting a mythic hero summoning event at the end of this month, which is going to be on the 28th. So that banner is probably going to have dual mythic heroes on it, which one of them may be the base Gulveig from the story, and the other one could possibly be Kvaser. That's who I would assume would be the other mythic hero to color share with her. They always do this at the end of the books. They will do two mythic heroes color sharing to spice up the banner a little bit and entice more people to summon. So let's go ahead and talk about this banner now. So after I've shown you what's coming up, these banners don't really seem all that great anymore. Not that they were particularly great to begin with, but they do have some select interesting things on here in terms of fodder. So on red, on the banner number 1 with Plumeria, we have Plumeria herself color sharing with the Ascended Fear here. So if you don't have this Fear yet and you would like to get her, it's not the worst idea for the purposes of picking up an Ascended Floret, as well as some really juicy fodder skills here. She's got attack speed finish 4, physical null follow-up, and attack and speed oath. The downside, though, of course, is that this is not a particularly great God Sword unit. She was underpowered on release compared to all the other, like, big-time God Swords that we've got, like Fallen Byleth and Summer Fiorm, and also Lucia and things like that. So the Fear just ended up being a fodder pull for the most part. Plumeria is pretty good, though, with her remix. As we can see here, she's granting now Hexblade as a status and also guaranteed follow-up attack to whoever she dances, and that's a pretty solid effect. But really, if you're looking for this unit, it's going to be for merges for Astro Season, so you can score that much higher when you get some merges on her. Her weapon refine was not that good, but when do these fairy units ever get good refines? So we'll definitely take merges for her with a good color share for fodder there. Then on blue, we have Naga color sharing with Anankos. Now, this guy's got some pretty choice fodder as well, because he's got Savvy Fighter 4. He's currently the only unit, I believe, that has that. If not the only unit, then he's the only non-seasonal unit. I can't remember off top if anyone else came with that, but Anankos is not a bad unit to summon if you want to give his Savvy Fighter 4 to your Fallen Grima, or not Fallen Grima, the Rearmed Grima, so that she would be able to pass that around with her rearmed abilities. There's also Kestrel Stance 3, which is not too shabby as fodder to go alongside Savvy Fighter there. He's not a bad unit in combat either. If you want to use him as a near saver, he's okay. He can get the job done. And then Naga is still pretty unique with her support. She grants effective against dragons, which is still pretty cool. There are a lot of really good dragons now, like the legendary Alir, so being able to get effective damage on her is pretty tight. So Naga, it kind of has some unique factors to her going on. She also grants a guaranteed follow-up as well to allies that are close by after her remix. And she is an offensive mythic hero also, so getting merges on her isn't the worst thing in the world. But I would say blue is not really all that interesting unless you're looking for something specific. Then on green, we have Legendary Celica and Legendary Lyn. That is a big skip. I don't even want to talk about that for the most part. Just skip green pretty much. And then finally, on colorless, we've got Bramimon, who's a really nice unit with his remix. However, he's a defensive mythic hero, so merges on him are a little bit dubious. You don't really need to necessarily merge your defense mythic heroes. Just build a really good defense. And then he is color sharing here with Rhea, which is a pretty valuable color share. So Bramimon for merges just to make him stronger as a player phaser, and then also Rhea for the scowl fodder is not too bad of a choice here, I guess, for colorless if you want to go for it. But that pretty much sums up this banner. If you're going to summon, I would say red and blue are definitely the ones to go for, and most likely if you're summoning, it'll be on red. Then over here on the Dimitri banner, I was about to call it the blue banner. It is the blue banner though, because if you're going to summon on here, you're definitely going to be coming into blue here if you're looking for some copies of stuff. So Dimitri is color sharing with rearmed Ingrid, who is making her return once again, and this is very good timing for her because they just gave us the updated Godlance free-to-play unit. We got the Ninja Saizo. So if you're looking to give him a good weapon, of course Arcane Lewin is what he's looking for. So Ingrid made a pretty nice timing on her return here. So awesome fodder. This is one of the better rearmed heroes. You can give her a bunch of good stuff like Soaring Guidance, Guidance 4, Gambit 4, and things like that to pass out to your other guys. So this would be a great unit to pick up if you're looking for some fodder value, and also just as a unit to use. Ingrid is a pretty nice user of Gambit or of Guidance 4 and Soaring Guidance 4 because she's a really nice frontline option. And then of course Legendary Dimitri after his remix is pretty solid. I don't know if I want to say like game breaking or anything like that, but he's solid for sure. And he's not the worst legendary hero in terms of scoring. He's got the pair-up ability, and then he's also got a 180 BST dual skill there. So he can serve you some decent purposes for Arena if you want to go for merges there. Then on red, we have Legendary Eliwood, still a god of support, although not so much a god of Arena. He's only got a 175 BST dual skill. So I wouldn't recommend merging him for Arena scoring anymore, but merging him because he is still one of the more valuable units is not a bad idea, I guess. And then Legendary Marth, who is in an even worse pickle here because he's not even a pair-up hero. So he's not getting a dual BST boost here. And then you can't even run him in Allegiance battles. So that's kind of a big no-no. We wouldn't want to merge a mythic hero or a legendary hero of this caliber anymore. But he's okay in combat, I guess. I mean, he's getting a ton of bonus doubler or Unity effects on his refine if you want that, but nah, he's outlived his usefulness at this point. All right, then on green we've got Mythic Freya, who is pretty solid after her remix. She's a really good Gale Forcer. She's like a slightly worse Nerthuz if you want to go for player phase potential in light season Mythic, but as far as like other things about her, she lacks the bonus slot like Nerthuz has, and Nerthuz also inflicts gravity and some other useful effects for player phasing. So while Freya's really good, especially at plus 10, this unit's a nightmare to deal with. Literally, she is Lady of Nightmare. Not so much as an offensive mythic hero, right? So like, she's a great unit to get to plus 10 just for combat, but her light season value could certainly be better. And then we have Thrasir color sharing with her. Another defensive mythic hero, so getting merges on them is kind of sus. Like, just build a good defense. But Thrasir is a pretty solid unit, though. And then finally, on colorless, we've got Legendary Leaf here. And he is color sharing with the Fallen Maria. Pretty good unit, just to get one copy of, so you can have her support effect, giving support miracle and also the recovery of 99 HP. So it's basically... what was Legendary Fa's special called? Unending Life, I think it was called. Something like that. So basically have that on demand. Just dial 1-800 Unending Life, I guess, with this Maria. And she also gives stats, too. I think she gives, like, drive, all stats of 4. So, yeah, she's a solid unit for sure. She's a nice unit to plop on defenses. She's got even recovery and potentially odd recovery as well, which shot up in value with the new Schism skill. So having that can cleanse your Catria and prevent her from getting hit by Schism. So Maria's good. Legendary Leaf, he's okay too if you want to merge him up. Not necessarily for arena scoring, but he's a really good one for Allegiance battles because he has the Gale Force effect, and he's also able to pair up, so you can run him in Allegiance battles for score. Overall, though, I would have to say these banners are pretty much big skips, as we already mentioned with what's coming up ahead. There's definitely some much better stuff on the horizon. So let's go ahead and just knock out our freebies here and see how we do. And of course, let me know how your freebies go in the comment section. All right, we get a Adult Tiki there on the Plumeria banner. I would have hoped to get an off-pull Plumeria or Fear there. All right, I guess we'll go for blue here, hope for Ingrid, and then that'll be that. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. As I said before, you want to skip these. If you're going in, then on the Plumeria banner, red is pretty valuable, as is blue. And then on this banner here, blue is pretty much the only thing I would recommend summoning on. Maybe colorless if you don't have a copy of Maria yet, but these are very safe skip banners. So that's all for now, guys. Also, they did Dimitri real dirty. Why did they put his injured artwork as the banner logo? That's pretty weird. Okay, but yeah, that's pretty much it for these two banners, guys. I will catch y'all again coming up soon. I'm actually part of a collab that's about to happen, so definitely stick around, particularly on Oblivion's channel if you're looking forward to that. And we're doing a draft for a Grand Conquest, so should be some fun times. So this is your boy Tatro signing out. Take care, fellas. I'll catch y'all again on the flip side.